recognize seniors from both schools, and we're going to start with Westwood High School. Number 1, Captain Rachel Berliner. Number 2, Captain Haley Jacobson. Number 4, Madeline Peck. Number 9, Captain Sophia Roberts. Number 7, Ava Abramowitz. Number 15, Madeline Lyons. Number 16, Nicole Drager. Number 18, Molly Mason. Number 22, Julia Capone. And number 25, Grace Hunter. And Westwood Varsity Soccer is coached by Seth Lukash. All right, moving to the Holliston Senior Girls. Number 2, defense, Phoebe Drohan. And she is joined by her parents, John and Haley. Number 4, defense, Captain Mia Wolfgang. And she's joined by her parents, Becky and Mark, and her sister Greta. Number 8, defense, Isabella Rahim. And she's joined by her parents, Irfan and Lynn. Number 9, midfield, Captain Katie Cruz. And she's joined by her parents, Jim and Elizabeth. Good.
Wait till they get to the parents. Go ahead.
Number 10, forward, Captain Mia Luisi. And she's joined by her mom, Susan, and her sister, Carmen. I'm going to wait a little bit on this one.
Whenever you're ready.
Number 13, defense, Captain Caroline Sally. And she's joined by her parents, Brian and Celeste, brother Ben, and sister Katie. Number 14, forward, Danielle Cummings. And she's joined by her parents, Chris and Susan, and her sisters, Drew and Delaney.
Go ahead.
Number 15, forward, Ava Bergloff. And she's joined by her parents, Dave and Maria.
Go ahead.
And number 20, forward, Fiona Foley. And she's joined by her parents, Sean and Stephanie, and sister, Savannah. All right, halfway done. Thanks.
Go ahead.
That's the
it.
last one.
That's it.
What's it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So we just have to do the starting lineups, but I guess they all got to get over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, I hear it hitting it.
Yeah. See on the top of the
Yeah.
lens cover.
What time is it? Start until at 5, yeah.
That's why this JV game might not
It might not. Sophia Roberts. Number 1, Rachel Berliner. Number 4, Maddie Peck. Number 25, Grace Hunter. Number 10, Ava Connaughton. Number 3, Lil Hancock. Number 12, Kella McGrail. Number 11, Ella Mason. Number 31, Sienna Horn. And number 17, Allison Wen. Now for the Holliston Panthers. Number 0, Junior Katie Williams. Number 2, Senior Phoebe Drohan. Number 3, Junior Tatum Corden. Number 4, Senior Mia Wolfgang. Number 8, Senior Isabella Rahim. Number 9, Senior Katie Cruz. Number 10, Senior Mia Luisi. Number 13, Senior Caroline Sally. Number 14, Senior Danielle Cummings. Number 15, Senior Ava Bergloff. And number 20, Senior Fiona Foley.
We're going to do the national anthem if you just want to take stand for the national anthem.
You want me to say?
If you can please rise and remove your caps for the national anthem.
If you could all please rise and remove your caps for the national anthem. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You're good?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel bad I didn't say our name.
I'm good. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Holliston Girls Varsity Soccer. I'm John Drowan, your host, along with Bruce Guilfoy, here with Holliston Cable Access Television, where Your Holliston varsity soccer team is taking on the Westwood Wolverines. The Panthers, this is their last home game of the season. And, of course, in fitting soccer fashion, it is the most miserable weather that they've been playing in all year long. But not to worry, because it's senior day here at Holliston's Kamitian Field. So we have all of our seniors starting today. So very exciting here in Holliston, because we have all of our seniors. So we're going to see if we can get to see everybody and see what they're doing, especially some of the ones that haven't got to play. There's senior Mia Luisi, one of our captains. She's up. She's got Danielle Cummings on the outside. Cummings looks inside. Katie Cruz takes a shot. So we have, Holliston has 9 seniors starting and 2 juniors. That's Isabella Rahim, makes a nice play inside and cleared by Wolfgang. Isabella Rahim, a senior, another outstanding HISA player who's come up through the ranks and is now a varsity soccer player. Westwood with the throw. So, as I said, it's a rainy afternoon, kind of chilly in late October. That's Fiona Foley. Fiona's number 20. We call her 2.0. Fiona Foley with a bump, and it's going to be a Westwood throw. Rahim across. She's got Cummings. Cummings pops it forward. Phoebe Drohan, she fights for it. Can't get a hold of it. Shot. Westwood shot. High and long over the crossbar. No problemo. So let's go through our Holliston seniors. We have number 15, Ava Bergloff. Up front, we have 2.0, Fiona Foley, as we said. Mia Luisi, number 10. We have number 14, Danielle Cummings, HISA All-Star. Phoebe Drohan, number 2, is playing the outside back. Katie Cruz, number 9. She's playing defensive mid. Isabella Rahim is playing the other outside back. And then Caroline Rose Sally, of course, and Mia Wolfgang, 2 4-year starters. And this is their last home senior game. Westwood, ball in. Ball goes up and clears the crossbar. 2 juniors on the field for Holliston. Tatum Corden, number 3, and Katie Cruz, number 0. Katie Williams. Katie Williams, of course, our goalkeeper, number 0. Williams, dead ball long out, does a great job kicking from the dead ball and just on the other side of midfield. Here comes Westwood. So Westwood 2, let's see if Sally makes a nice move. Here comes Luisi on the outside. Luisi forward, trying to find Foley. And Westwood keeper, she's going to clear with her foot. She sends a long ball down. And it gets to Wolfgang, and there's Rahim. Rahim, nice ball across, trying to find Corden. Corden on the outside. Corden still has it. Forward looking for Drohan. Drohan racing up the outside. She's got it. Drohan on the outside. Drohan makes a move inside, cuts, trying to find Cummings, and it's cleared by a Westwood player. So, as usual, we are here with Holliston Cable Access TV, and I am with Bruce Guilfoy once again. It's 2 games in a row with Bruce, the grand poobah of Holliston Cable Access. And we're also here with Justin. We have some of the Holliston High School athletic department staff. Justin, who is... We heard that Justin actually runs the show, and that the guy that says he's the director, Mr. Baker, that Baker is just more of a figurehead, and Justin does the work. Uh-oh, here's trouble. Westwood with an open shot on the outside, takes a long across. It's deflected by Rahim. She had an open look at the goal. I think it's fine who that number is. She had a look at the goal. There's Cummings trying to send the ball forward, and Cummings fights for it. There's Corden. Corden ball in, looking for Bergloff. Bergloff's onside. Gets to the outside. Bergloff still has it. Nice move on the outside. Gets the ball across. Nice ball across over the head of Corden. But I think Bergloff may have just run out of room on the outside. So we have Justin doing all the scoreboard with us here in the booth today. So we will be... we can actually affect the score, where usually we don't get a chance to affect the score or the clock. In case we need a little more time, Justin can hook us up. All right, back to action here. Westwood with the ball at about midfield. Luisi does a nice job of taking it away, and there's Wolfgang sending the ball forward. Wolfgang to Foley. Foley pops it forward. Corden chasing, Foley chasing. And cleared by the Westwood keeper. It bounces off the top of the head of, I think that was Katie Cruz. There's Drohan with the ball. She crosses it. She has Raheem. Raheem at midfield. Raheem gets stuffed. Sally steps up. And here comes Westwood back on the attack. Westwood on the outside. Ball in, wide of the post. No problem there. It's going to be a Holliston goal kick. So we're 5 minutes into a rainy, cold game, but the girls are excited. We had the senior day festivities. I was fortunate enough that my daughter was able to go out and be there with her. So, and as I said, we have 9 senior parents. Speaking of my daughter, there's Drohan. She pops the ball forward with her head, and Corden on the outside tries to get it through. She gets it back. Here she goes again. Intercepted by Westwood, and now Westwood has the ball at midfield. Last game, Holliston and Westwood in Westwood played to a draw. Both teams are about evenly matched, as we saw last time. Holliston, as we said, with a little bit different starting lineup today, which is their seniors, and they look like they're holding their own. They're doing a good job. Look like they're playing together. They've been playing together all year. So nice to see. Throw in. Over the top of Raheem's head. It's going to bounce off the Westwood player, and it's going to be Isabella Raheem. Cruz just ran out of space. It's going to be a Westwood throw in the Holliston zone. So last time playing to I believe it was a 1-1 draw in Westwood. We'll see how things turn out here. So far, no score. Westwood's had a couple of looks. Here they are again. Raheem on the outside clears it. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be another Westwood throw. Ball in. Turned. Ball across. Drohan's there. And it's going to clear out. It's going to be a Holliston throw. So let's take a look at some of the Westwood seniors. I know that we have a couple of them playing. We have the 3 captains. Number 2, Haley Jacobson. Number 9, Soph Roberts. And number 1/30, Rachel Berliner. She's the captain. I believe she might be our keeper. So we'll try and keep you posted on the Westwood numbers and the Westwood players. There's Drohan fighting on the outside. Drohan clears it, still has it. Looks out. And clears it out of bounds. Going to be a Westwood throw. So some of the other starters here for Westwood. Number 10, Ava Connington. Number 9, Lil Hancock. Number 12, Kella McGrail. Number 11, Ella Mason. Number 31, Sienna Horn. And number 17, Allison Wen. Westwood, I was talking with their coach Seth Lukash before the game. Had a good conversation with Coach Lukash. Said those guys they're doing well this year. And he said they're in every game. Girls are playing really. They do a good job of playing well together, finding feet and trying to move the ball. And we saw that last time in the game against Holliston that Westwood did a pretty good job of short passes and trying to connect with people. There's Drohan racing up from the back on the outside, but she's going to run out of space, and it's going to be a Westwood goal kick. Of course, the Westwood mascot is the Wolverine, one of the most fiercest animals, in this hemisphere, in the northern hemisphere. Do we even have Wolverines in our hemisphere? I'll check with some of my data guys here. Drohan, long ball in, looking for Bergloff. She can't get there. Cummings with a nice move, pop, and here comes Luisi. Luisi in traffic, gets it taken off her, and here comes Westwood on the counter. Westwood, looks like that's number 4, Maddie Peck. And there's number 9. She comes across. And our number 9, Katie Cruz, is there to intercept that. And there's Luisi, sends a long ball down. Almost like icing in hockey. Not here. Not in soccer. There's no ice in there. She sends it down, gets everybody reset, and it goes to the keeper. And she sends it back, and here comes Tatum Corden. Corden loses it now on the outside. And there's a race on the outside. Drohan's going to win it. She clears it, gets it to the outside, looking for Sally. Sally can't get there, and it's going to be, it's going to bounce off. It's going to be a Holliston throw. Drohan got lucky. Was able to bounce off that Westwood player. Looked like that was number 4, Maddie Peck on the outside. Throw in. There's a throw. Wolfgang, nice step, pops it up in the air. Dangerous. Ball gets down, but I can't see who got it, but she just didn't get enough on it. I think that was number 3. You'll have to bear with me on the numbers because the visibility is a little bit diminished due to the pouring rain and foggy lights. Drohan, long ball up, looks like she was looking for Cummings, and Cummings is there. Foley's there. Foley on the outside looking for Bergloff. Bergloff gets a foot on it, and Holliston's going to keep it. Nice push forward by Foley, and Bergloff with a nice run, able to keep it. Here comes a throw by Raheem. Raheem throws in. She's got Cruz. There's Luisi. Luisi, ball across. Has Foley. Fiona Foley turns. 2.0. Not able to get a good strike on it, but gets it across, and Westwood comes out on the counter. It's going to be a race, and if you're going to race against Mia Wolfgang, good luck. Most people will lose that race. So Wolfgang watch it go, and it's going to be a Holliston throw. Raheem popped up by Bergloff. There's Cruz. Cruz pops it up. It doesn't get it cleanly, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a a Westwood throw. Throw here by number 11, Ella Mason. Mason, the throw in. Goes off Bergloff's head, and Luisi's there. Westwood keeps it in. Still's clear. Foley's there. Nice stop by Foley, and she runs out of space. It's going to be a Westwood ball. Nice play by Fiona Foley stepping in. So Fiona Foley playing the striker. I'll say Fioli this whole time. And, of course, Sean Foley, her dad, who put together a great fundraiser today for Holliston, for the Holliston girls soccer. He put together great. He was one of the architects of the fundraiser to raise money, and just an all around pretty good softball player, but definitely as great a softball player is. And there's a ball forward. Bergloff's onside. Bergloff's just racing, able to get to it, gets it across. Shot. That was Corden. Corden tried to one time. A nice play by Ava Bergloff getting to the line before the ball did. Got it across. Corden had a one time, and she just got too much of it and sent it over the crossbar. So Sean Foley, as great a softball player, he's an even better community organizer and supporter for the Holliston varsity soccer team. His daughter, of course, is out there right now. Just popped that ball up. That's Fiona Foley. 2 headers, sends the ball forward, and there's more trouble. Bergloff runs out of space. So Holliston spending some time down in the Westwood end, getting some pretty good looks. And Tatum Corden had probably the best shot that Holliston's had today, and a great play by Ava Bergloff. Goal kicked out. Strong ball kicked forward. Wolfgang's there, and Wolfgang, great position, and it's going to go off of Holliston. It's going to be a Westwood throw. That was number 9, Soph Roberts. Ball in. Wolfgang fights for it. Sally comes over to help, and Caroline Sally sends it out. Here we go again. Throw. Cruz tries to clear it. Fiona comes back to help. Foley comes back up. She goes down hard. Fiona Foley is she's the captain of the gymnastics team here in Holliston, so you can't hurt her. Again, one of those kids, you could drop her off a building. She'd land on her feet because she's probably the best athlete on that field. And that's saying something, considering some of the athletes on that field. So ball comes to Cruz. She handles it nicely. Sally sends it forward, and a little too strong. It's going to go to the Westwood keeper. So we're just about 15 minutes in, just under 15 minutes in, no score. And Westwood Holliston in a rainy senior day game. There's Drohan. Drohan fights. Drohan, too. She, too, is a senior. Drohan on the outside. And Westwood comes away with it. Cruz steps in. Can't get it. Sally pops it up. There's Bergloff. Bergloff on the outside. Bergloff trying to make something on the right side. Bergloff cuts back and tries to make a move, but it's going to get poked out. It's going to keep it, though. Holliston's going to keep it. Here comes some subs. So Raheem will come out. Foley will come out. Bergloff will come out. And, yeah, so it looks like we have 4 subs come in. So Bergloff's going to come off. Fiona Foley, she did a nice job out there. Oh, and Danielle Cummings also came off as well, along with Isabella Raheem. Great job by all 4 of those seniors, and keeping Westwood at bay. So as action continues, there's Wolfgang. She fights, and it's going to be Westwood's going to keep it. So coming into the game, Kaylee McDonald. She's a freshman. And let's see, who else do we have new here? I think we have, that's right, Anya Holden scored 2 goals the last game. Holden against Hopkinton. So Holden, she too is a true freshman, not even a red shirt. And, of course, Caitlin O'Connell moved up to play striker. So ball on the outside, goes out. Drohan's there, and it's going to be Holliston ball. Holliston's going to keep it. Drohan throw in. Has Luisi. Luisi tries to pop it forward and can't. Holliston's going to hang on to it and do it again. High ball in. Trying to find Luisi. Said he's there. There's Drohan. She's there. She comes away with it. Holden gets a shot. O'Connell rushes. But the Westwood keeper, she was a little too quick getting out there and was able to smother it before Caitlin O'Connell could get a hold of it. Ball up. Wolfgang one time sends it in the air over the head of Luisi. There's Cruz. Luisi fights. There's Holden. Holden muscles through, and Holden comes away with it. And here's a ball on the outside. Wolfgang's there. Sally's there. She sends it way forward. Here's Luisi. Luisi with some space, looking for O'Connell. Tries to get it past her, but looks like that's number 26. 20 for Westwood, 25. Grace Hunter. Grace Hunter playing that center. The ball through. O'Connell's there. O'Connell gets a touch. And a goalkeeper comes out. O'Connell just able to score and scores! Caitlin O'Connell is able to break through, stay on side. The keeper committed. She got one touch past her and shot into an open net. Caitlin O'Connell. Sorry about that, folks. We have to announce the score on the loudspeaker as well. Thank God we have Justin up here today. So Holliston takes a 1-0 lead at just under the 19-minute mark with Caitlin O'Connell after a great through ball from Leah Luisi and found her, and then O'Connell with a fantastic finish, a great touch. The keeper came out, touched around her, and then was able to shoot at an open net. So Holliston takes a nice early lead, or a relatively early lead here, just past the 19th-minute mark. So the rain's still coming down relatively steadily, but not torrentially. So we had discussed about the potential of the weather getting really bad, and how they do have the ability to change to stop the game early. But right now it looks like we're doing okay. We'll knock on wood for that. There's plenty of wood to knock around here. So McDonald fighting on the outside. Juliet Leone is back in the game. Sally fights. Long ball across. Ball on the outside. Drohan chases. She's there. She's able to clear it. She passes out to Wolfgang. Some nice defense back there by Mia Wolfgang and Phoebe Drohan. Gets the ball forward, trying to find O'Connell again. O'Connell comes back to help. Holden to Cruz. Look at that. Holliston looking like trying to put some passes together in their own end, which I like to see. Ball popped up. Cruz is there. And there's a touch on the outside. Here comes Westwood. She gets a nice move on the outside. She's got Leone's in front of her. Good job by Leone, able to contain that. Gets passed back. Try to get a ball across. Drohan steps in. Nice play by Drohan to get that across. O'Connell comes back and takes it off of, looks like it takes it off of Hunter. There you go. And there's a ball in. There's Corden on the outside. Corden with space. Corden across. Not able to get a clean look, but it stays in, and it gets cleared out. So nice ball across. Corden was there. Unable to get a clean strike on it. Drohan ball in as Holden. Holden controls it, but she's in traffic. She pops it back. Trying to get some help from Sally, but here comes Westwood on the counter. And it's a race on the outside. Westwood with the ball. Drohan comes in, and it's a cross. Leone's there, and Leone plays it. Goes back to the keeper. Nice come across by Leone. Katie Williams with a nice play, able to smother it. Williams sends the ball up. McDonald. McDonald can't contain it. Here comes Westwood. There's McDonald again. She gets it, and Holliston's going to retain possession. Here we go. So we got some subs coming in. Drohan's coming out. McLeod's coming in. And Corden's going to take a break, and looks like Bergloff's coming back in. Wolfgang's there. She touches. Leone's there, and it's going to be a foul on Westwood. So Holliston doing a good job of keeping the ball down in the Westwood end. There's Wolfgang with the ball forward. Pushes it to the outside. Westwood on their left side. McDonald back to help. Nice play by Anya Holden to step in and get good body position to take that ball up, but Westwood brings it right back. There's Bergloff. Bergloff with a nice move at midfield. Sends the ball forward. It's got O'Connell. O'Connell stops it. Here comes O'Connell. She gets the ball across. Nice left foot, but it's going to go right at the keeper. So O'Connell gets a step. Nice clean strike, but couldn't get it past the keeper across the front of the goal. She had McDonald, but unable to connect with her. There's Bergloff again. Holden pops it forward, looking for McDonald. McDonald's there. There's trouble. McDonald's still there. She plays back. She's got Luisi, but she gets stepped. That was Haley Jacobson was able to come back and stop that. There's Leone. She gets the ball taken off of her. Roberts is there. Holden with a race on the outside. Bergloff again. Bergloff ball forward, and O'Connell is offsides at this point. So O'Connell, she dances on that offsides line, does a really good job. I mean, I can only probably count on one hand the number of times I've seen this year that she's been called offsides from that striker position, which is a testament to her. but she gets caught this time. So Holliston trying to do some of this long ball work again in the inclement weather in the hopes that something's going to bounce their way. And we've already had one. And that wasn't a long ball at all. That was a beautiful pass by Mia Luisi, sending that ball through to Caitlin O'Connell and an outstanding finish. So Holliston, because of that, Holliston has a 1-0 lead. Luisi fighting in midfield. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang almost able to turn it, but goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Westwood throw. Some more substitutions going in. McDonald's going to come out, and Corden is coming back in. So Westwood throw. There's Corden. That was Jacobson. Jacobson able to hold off Luisi, but here comes Bergloff. Bergloff racing on the outside. She can't get there. So Westwood's starting to put together a few passes in Holliston end, and that's not if Mia Wolfgang has anything to say about it. Nice play again. Nice tackle by Wolfgang. Jacobson on the outside. So the rain's starting to come down a little more steadily now as we're approaching the 27th minute. Wolfgang. You can start to see that the field's starting to get a little bit slippery as the rain starts to pick up. As my co-host and my colored partner for the last home game, my father-in-law, John Marshall, he'd say, this is good English football weather. He and I were talking before the game, and he said, you know what? He goes, if you played up in Manchester or Liverpool, he goes, this is what you play in pretty much every game. There's no nice days up there. Sitting right on the water. You know, there's no good weather. So you get used to it, and you know, as do the players, as do the fans. The fans, you know, they fill that stadium up, and everybody's cold. All right. Ball popped forward. That's McLeod. She gets a foot on it. Holden. There's Luisi. So Holliston trying to break through that back Westwood line, and they're having a little difficulty right now as Westwood's starting to tighten up, particularly after the goal. Cruz plays back. Sally tries to send the ball forward, looking for somebody, but there's nobody there. So long ball forward, easy two-hopper to the keeper. Ball up, bounces under Cruz's foot. O'Connell back to help again. We talked about this the last time, how Caitlin O'Connell does a very good job coming back from that striker position. She maintains her high position. However, she's very active in coming back and helping, especially getting the balls that she can get to, and is very effective in winning those midfield battles. Sally takes a ball. Nice tackle by Caroline Sally, and there's a ball up forward, and there's O'Connell. So Holliston with some space to move. Corden's there, and Corden is offsides by a good 6 steps. Maybe not 6, but she was offsides, and she knew it. Nice play by that back. That back was, she knew that Corden was going to be offsides and said, I'm going to just let you go offsides. Free kick in over the head of Anya Holden. There's Leone. Leone, nice turn to the outside as Corden. Corden plays back. Cruz is up looking for O'Connell. Sends it into traffic. There's Bergloff. Bergloff, and looks like it's going to be a handball. So Bergloff gets called for the handball. And in somewhat dangerous position right now, especially with this weather acting up. The ball can be slippery, especially a hard-struck ball. Free kick. Ball in at the goal. Williams is there right to her. Nice play by Katie Williams. able to gobble that up. That's another thing on this in the inclement wet weather. Those goalkeepers' gloves get real slick, so there could be some inadvertent hand saves or trying to catch the ball, and we've seen that happen before. One of the goalkeeper's nightmare. I think you have a nice, easy save, able to catch a ball, and the ball slips right through your hands just because it has some pace to it. There's a ball forward. Sally's fighting at midfield. Ball comes free, and here comes Westwood. Ball through. Looks like it's number 4. Maddie Peck. Shot! Just wide of the post. So Peck does a nice play to play it back to the inside. And a good shot on it. Westwood had a good look, a really good look. And just enough traffic, just enough static there to cause that shot to just go wide, and probably some help from the bad weather. So long ball forward. Bergloff fights. Westwood trying to recycle, but Holliston just never-ending pressure. And there it comes again from the form of Anya Holden. Bergloff pops it forward, and there's O'Connell. O'Connell there. O'Connell still with the ball. Looks to the outside. Has Corden. Corden in a foot race. She's going to lose it. And Westwood defender's going to push it out. So we have Droan's coming in. And it looks like Sally's going to take a break. McLeod moves over to the center back position. And Droan's going to move to the left back. Ball in. Ball gets launched forward. Here comes Westwood on the counter. Roberts against Wolfgang. Holden does a nice job of stepping in and pops it up. O'Connell's there, hits somebody's hand, but yeah, and they called it. So it looked like it hit Grace Hunter's hand. So Hunter gets the handball, and it's going to be Holliston free at right about midfield as we're approaching the 32-minute mark. Wolfgang from midfield. Long pops it forward. It bounces, and nothing. Bounces right to the keeper. 2 goals last game against Hopkinton on fixed plays, both of them coming from a corner and bouncing off that head right there. Anya Holden. Anya Holden had 2 header goals in that last game. So don't be surprised if you see Holliston trying to do that, to try and aim for number 17. She's usually one of the tallest, if not the tallest player on the field. And it looks like Sally's back in the game. And Bergloff's going to take a break. Okay, ball in. Leone goes to Luisi. She pops it forward. But Westwood's going to get a hold of it. Here comes, that's Sally stepping up. Holden plays back. She's got Leone. Leone, long ball in. It bounces, and O'Connell's there. O'Connell gets a knee on it. O'Connell racing to the end line. Able to get it across. Nobody's there. Oh, she ran out of space. You'll have to forgive us. We're looking through the oldest plastic piece of window here in the booth. So visibility is limited not only from the inclement weather, but also because I'm looking through some recycled plastic here. Justin said he put a date on that. He said 1920. I don't know if Holliston High School was here in 1920, but this press box may well have been, or at least this plastic was here. This was in some. They even invent plastic in 1920. They weren't using it as much as they do now. Nonetheless, any of those plays down in the southwestern end is going to be they'll be dodgy at best. Bruce, of course, has a great view. If you could see. Oh, here's Corden. Corden in front of the goal. Loses it. Luisi takes a shot one time. It bounces up. Still traffic, but it's cleared by Westwood. Sally pops it forward. And it looks like somebody was offsides, and it might have been O'Connell. So Corden almost had a look, wasn't able to contain it, and it got to Luisi. She did it one time, but it was stuffed by the Westwood defender. Nice play. So as we approach the 34-minute mark, Holliston retains a 1-0 lead. Luisi fights at midfield, pops it forward again, looking for Corden. There's a foot there. Corden may come away with it. Corden does. Corden on the outside. Corden with a move to the inside. Left foot. Looking for Drohan. It goes, bounces off her. Nice ball in by Corden. A little too high, or a little bounced off Drohan's shoulder, it looked like. She was unable to control, but it was a nice ball in. Drohan was there. Corden was there. Corden with a nice move to the inside to get that ball off her left foot. And the goal kick out. Missed it. Then it was finished again. Here comes Wolfgang trying to control. She has a nice play, good controlling that ball, pushes it outside. She's got Leone. Leone on the outside. She does a nice move pushing it inside. She sends the ball up. She's got Cruz. Or sorry, that's Corden. Corden on the outside. Corden again. Corden ball across. And it looks like Holliston can get their first corner of the game. 35 minutes into the game. So as I said before, there's no secret. Everybody who's been watching film on Holliston knows what they can do with a corner. So let's see who's going to take it. It's probably going to be Corden. Yeah, it looks like Corden. So Corden, ball up. Long ball in. Holden's there. And it's stuffed. Keeper got a hand on it. Looked like the keeper got a hand on it. But Holliston's going to keep it. It's going to be Leone with the throw in. Leone, not to be confused with the great Otto Leone, who was a guy I went to school with, who was a quarterback in West Point. He was a really good player. No relation, I think. Luisi, sorry, ball across, gets stuffed, cleared out to midfield, but Holliston's still pressuring. There's Wolfgang coming up from the back trying to keep it in. Cruz with some fancy ball and tries to push it through. Thought Corden was going to be there, but Corden stayed to the outside and just rolls over the end line. So we're approaching the closing minutes here of the first half in this rainy evening on Senior Day. Holliston is holding on to a 1-0 lead against the Westwood Wolverines. Ball out. Luisi, nice play. Corden racing. She's going to get there, and she does. Keeps it in. Corden ball across. And unable to get it across. Just got just wide of the goal. Corden showing some wheels down there to get to that ball and had a nice strike. That's one of the things you see. Like a lot of these, all of these Holliston players, all of them can hit the ball with both feet, and they both can hit it hard. Raced up. It's cleared and goes out of bounds. No, it's not. It stays in. And now it is. McLeod throwing in, looking for O'Connell. Drohan on the outside. She races. Drohan gets to it, and she runs out of space. No, she's still there. Nope. She runs out of space. So it's going to be a goal kick. Another goal kick for Westwood. Holliston trying hard to keep the ball down in the Westwood end and doing a pretty good job of it. Drohan, she sends it forward, and here we go again. Nice easy hop to the Westwood keeper. As we approach the 38-minute mark. Ball up over the long punt over the midfield. Sally's there. Holden's there. Cruz is there. Cruz sends it forward. She's got Corden. Corden again on the outside. Corden again. Corden in traffic, comes across the middle, tries to push it forward, gets popped up. O'Connell's there. She can't get to it. Leone down the side looking for Corden again. Corden sends it forward. She's got Luisi. Luisi and Katie Cruz look like they were both offside. But a nice idea as Luisi tried to make through, and it was a good ball in, but Luisi was well past the defender. So as we wind down the first half, Holliston with a 1-0 lead and doing a good job of controlling the ball, keeping keeping the ball and winning a lot of these 50-50 balls. But Westwood is, as we said, Westwood, a lot of really talented players on this team. They've shown that they can put some passes together. And here they go again, trying to get down. And there's McLeod. McLeod sends it forward, looking for O'Connell. So O'Connell again trying to make something happen pretty much by herself. And she's causing fits for these Westwood backs. Our rain really coming down now as we're about to end the first half. Long ball up. Bounces. Drohan's there. She can't get to it. And still playing on the outside. So Westwood trying to control it at the midfield, and here it comes. Ball rolls, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a Westwood throw. That was Luisi that cleared it out. And that'll do it for the first half. So at the end of 40, Holliston with a goal at the 19-minute mark by Caitlin O'Connell holds on to a 1-0 lead at halftime. So if you're watching this at home, just be glad that you're at home and not out here in the pouring rain. But don't go too far away, because we will be right back at the end of back for the start of the second half. I'd now like to announce the winner of the $2,000 Golden Ticket Raffle benefiting the Holliston High School girls soccer teams. We'd like to start by acknowledging the incredible support from our very own Holliston businesses, namely Jack Lodge at Starburst Panning and Graphics, who donated the ticket design work and printing of our golden tickets. Thank you, Jack, for your support. Next, we'd like to offer a collective thank you to Chris, the owner of Superette, and John, the owner of Fisk General Store, and lastly, Pam and Tom Farrell from Coffee Haven, who all supported the fundraiser by allowing the players to host several public sale events outside of their businesses. Thank you, Chris, John, Pam, and Tom, for your support. We'd also like to acknowledge the generosity of the Holliston community, as we had ticket entries donated in the names of the Holliston Food Pantry, the Holliston Senior Center, the Holliston Community Action Fund, and the Timothy O'Connell Foundation. Best of luck to these special and worthy entries. Lastly, we'd like to offer special thank you to the efforts of Elizabeth and Jim Cruz, Chris Cummings, Stephanie and Jason Smith, and of course Sean Foley, who's up here in the booth with me right now, for leading this fundraising event, and most importantly to the community of Holliston, to the families of the players and the athletes themselves for their dedication and support of the Holliston High School Girls Soccer Fund. And now, without further ado, the time has come. So let's get ready to raffle. Raffle's being drawn by our own Bruce Guilfoy. And let's see if we have a winner. Shut the front door. And the winner is Sean Foley.
No way.
This is true.
No
Sean
way.
Foley, who is holding the tickets
No way.
right here,
This is not good.
won the raffle.
Oh my God.
I know it seems weird, but we have two. Justin is a witness.
Got to be kidding.
Bruce Guilfoy is a witness.
Can't believe it.
Sean Foley, congratulations. Congratulations, and a great job and a great effort for the Holliston Girls Soccer Fund. Thank you very much.
That's not supposed to happen.
That's
That's not supposed to happen.
Sean Foley's in there.
What the hell?
Is that All right, everybody, we're back for second half action here at Holliston Girls Varsity Soccer against Westwood. We just had an exciting time during the halftime as we did the raffle for the Holliston soccer team. the Holliston Soccer Fund, organized by, we talked about Sean Foley during the first half. Sean Foley did a good job. And, so, I mean, fate is a crazy thing, right? So Bruce Guilfoyle pulled the winning ticket, 1 out of 100 winning tickets of the raffle. And in my hand, Sean Foley was the winner. 1 out of a 1% chance of winning. He said he bought 1 ticket, and there he is, the winner of the Holliston Soccer. So, you know what? For all the hard work that he did, it was worth it. Of course, there will be an audit on those tickets and the entire lottery process, as it was a little bit, I don't know if it's coincidental that Sean was holding all the raffle tickets. We did look at a couple other ones. They didn't all say Sean Foley on them, but congratulations to Sean, and congratulations to everybody who was involved to put that raffle together, because it was a lot of hard work, and it worked out great. All right, here we go. Back to soccer action. Holliston now going from the southwest to the northeast, and Westwood going in the opposite direction, and Westwood throw down their end. We have a whistle, and it looks like it was a bad throw. The referees like calling that. So a bad throw, and it's going to be now a Holliston throw. McLeod throws in. McLeod's tries to get Luisi, but it's going to be bounced off by a Westwood player, so right back to Holliston for another throw. McLeod again. McLeod bounces up. Holden pops it up in the air, trying to get it past her up to McDonald, but can't. Here comes Westwood coming back the other way. Speaking of Anya Holden, Justin, who is now my new stat guy, who is the stat man he does all the social media stats for the athletic department here at Holliston, told me that Anya Holden was named as one of the top 5 players of the Metro West for last week. So with their there's Bergloff on the outside. And there's Holden, tries to get the ball through. It bounces. Holden again. Luisi, she's on. Shot! Stuffed! O'Connell's there. Luisi had a breakaway, and she was onside. Got a shot up, but a great save by the Westwood keeper. Outstanding save, because Luisi got full throttle and got a great pace on that ball. But it was a nice save to stave off a goal, because Luisi was ready to score. Here comes Luisi again. That's Bergloff. Bergloff sends it forward, and it's going to roll easily this time. No one's there. So Holliston with another good scoring opportunity, unable to pull it off. And back to action. Ball up center goes off Holden's head. There's Bergloff. Bergloff sends it forward. She gets too much on it. And Luisi's going to run way out of room. It's going to be a Westwood throw. There's going to be some cold players at the end of this. So this is the Holliston senior game. As we said before, we had all 9 of our Holliston seniors out there at the start of the game. It's a very important game. There's Luisi fights. She goes down. No whistle. Westwood forward. Westwood in the middle. Ball pops through. Sally's there, but Katie Williams is there to scoop it up. Williams with a nice play. Justin also updated me on the state standings, and right now Westwood is ranked 17th in Division II, and Holliston is ranked 19th. So this is a very, very important game for the state championship, state tournament standings. There's Westwood, ball across. She's got in the middle, turns, can't get a good turn on it. Cruz is there. She clears it out. It's got Corden on the outside. O'Connell plays up. Corden again. Corden in the middle. Tries to get ball across but can't. Holden fights in the middle. Holden plays back out to Bergloff one time. Nice ball in. And, just off sides was O'Connell. Bergloff had a good idea, and that ball got through. If O'Connell had been onside, she might have had nothing but her and the keeper. Westwood ball up. Wind's starting to blow a little harder now, along with some more committed rain. So Westwood now trying to spend a little time down in Holliston's end, and they're doing it. She turns on the outside. Nice step in by McLeod. McLeod able to get that ball away. Cruz, long clear up. She's got O'Connell. O'Connell's there. O'Connell tries the ball up. Long ball forward, trying to find Corden. She's there. She's got her. Corden tries to get it through. Had Luisi, but nice play by the Westwood back. Here comes Westwood again. Ball up. Williams races out. It gets past her, and there's a trip. Oh, no, and it looks like it's going to be a foul on Holliston in the box. So Williams came out. Westwood player got past her. I can't see her number right now, but the Westwood player got past her. Williams slipped, and then she was tripped inside the box. It's going to be a Westwood penalty kick. Looked like it was, Soph Roberts, number 9. So Westwood PK here at the 45th minute, the 45th minute. See if Williams is up to the task in the rain. Roberts to take it. Shot, and just past her. And scores. That was Sop Roberts, number 9, on the PK to tie this game up at 1-1. Just past Katie Williams. She had a great effort trying to get to the post. Almost had it, but bad luck for Holliston as the foul happened in the box, and it was a clear foul. And the game is now knotted back up at 1-1 after the Westwood penalty by captain number 9, Sop Roberts. So Holliston playing with a little bit more purpose, and Westwood doing a good job, again, of that attack, because that all was set up by that play on the outside. And a great ball through. Roberts was there and was able to connect. So Holliston trying to put something together, as this game is all back to zeros. Well, really ones, but we're still tied up. Cruz on the outside. And Sally with the throw. No, that's Leone with the throw. Wolfgang sends it up. Luisi trying to do something up on that right side. And here we go. Leone with the throw. Leone, long ball up. O'Connell's there. There's McLeod on the outside. Sally steps up. She gets a piece of it. Wolfgang does a job that's Cruz is up there. She sends it forward. McLeod tries to get a head on it, but can't. Goes out of bounds off of her head and can't keep it in. So Westwood look like they seem to be doing a little bit more control in the inclement weather during the second half, and which resulted into that drive down, which cost Holliston the penalty and got Westwood back on the board. Cloud throw over the head of Luisi. There's O'Connell. Holden, again, Holliston trying to maintain pressure. Luisi intercepts. She gets into trouble and runs out of space. Westwood trying to do some damage up on that left side. Cruz, nice step in. Still trouble in front of the Holliston goal. There's Roberts, slides. Williams with a nice save. So Holliston with some confusion in front of the goal again. And Katie Williams has to come in and make a sliding save. A nice job. Williams sends the ball up forward, trying to find O'Connell. Bergloff. Bergloff can't control it. So Westwood again. Westwood playing with a little bit more purpose here in the second half. Luisi, nice play. There's O'Connell's there. Sally steps up. Nice play, nice tackle. She comes forward. She's got Luisi. Luisi tries to pop, and there's a race, and O'Connell's there. Don't underestimate her speed. And we got a foul. So O'Connell's fouled in some dangerous territory. It looks like it's going to be Mia Wolfgang is going to take this free kick. It's going to be a free direct. And she is definitely within her range to score. She's scored off the set piece before. So Wolfgang from about the 28-yard line. Ball up. And it's going to go wide and right of the post. So Wolfgang had the right distance, but unable to just put it on target. Just past the 50th minute here. With a 1-1 tie. Holliston scored in the first half. Caitlin O'Connell off a nice through ball by Mia Luisi. And then Roberts from Westwood had a nice run through and was fouled and was able to convert the penalty kick. It's McLeod sends it up. McLeod on the outside. Luisi's there, and Luisi takes it off of her. Here she goes. Tries to get through, and she gets tackled. That was Allison Wen. Nice tackle by Wen. So McLeod with the throw. She's got Bergloff, and looks like it's going to be McLeod again. Got a sub. Bergloff's coming off. Looks like McDonald's coming in. McLeod with the throw. She's got Luisi. Luisi gets hit in the back. No whistle. There it is. And looks like it's going to be Luisi's going to get called for that. So it's going to be a Westwood free. Quick kick. Sends it up. Wolfgang's there. Wolfgang's got Corden. Corden on the outside. Leone. Leone gets it taken off of her. And ball rolls out. It's going to be Westwood throw. So Westwood retaining possession. Wolfgang had a lot of contact. She's used to playing with contact. She's the kind of player that always initiating contact. Corden on the outside, and it's going to be a Westwood throw. Sorry, that's Leone on the outside. So Westwood throw from the corner. Trouble in front of the goal. Sally's there. Cruz is there. Bounces off the top of O'Connell's head as she clears it out in the Holliston territory. But you can see now that a lot of these strikes are not clean because that ball is really, really wet. McLeod. He's got Cruz. Here comes Westwood again. Westwood in space. Holden's there. She steps in. Corden steps in to help. Luisi's back to help, and Cruz is there. Here comes Westwood again, and she gets hit in the back. It looked like Corden hit her. So again, a foul, not inside the box, but definitely in a dangerous position. Definitely a scoring area as the rain really, really coming down now as we're in the 55th minute. It's going to be Westwood free. Ball up. Ball's on target. Hits the crossbar, and it's rebounded, and she scores! So off the free kick, bounced off the crossbar. Williams wasn't able to get a hand on it. Came right to the Westwood player and went right in. She scored easily. So Westwood takes a 2-1 lead at the 54th minute. Off a free kick, off the crossbar, and then kept it on the turf on the rebound and right there. So Westwood now takes the lead, a score of 2-1 in this very crucial game as far as the state standings. But there's a foul here, and it's a Westwood foul. So again, here comes Wolfgang. Wolfgang, long ball up, tries to send it in, and easy hop to the Westwood keeper. So Holliston, who had a 1-0 lead at halftime, has now given up 2 goals in the second half. Now we know that the weather's tough, but the weather's tough for both teams, and it looks like Westwood is handling it a little bit more. They seem a little bit more in control. Holliston throw in. Here we go. So that was Luisi there. Came off of her. And here comes Westwood again. Tries to push the ball through. Leone's there. She gets a step. And there's another slip. And no whistle. Ooh, that's when things are really getting dangerous, where it looks like it could be a foul, but good call by the referee. It looks like it was just a slip. So ball out. Westwood putting the pressure on again. McLeod's there. And here they come. Westwood a little more organized. There's a turn, a shot. Bounces off Wolfgang. Wolfgang with a nice job of getting in front of that ball. I don't know what she hit it with. I think she hit it with her back. But a strong strike. Again, Westwood banging on the door. Action on the other side. Holliston trying to clear. There's O'Connell. O'Connell with a step. And O'Connell in a foot race. And she's there. And, yeah, O'Connell, I think that's a good call. I think that's a good call. O'Connell had a step. And when the contact came from the Westwood back, O'Connell went down. So it's going to be a Holliston free kick again, right in there in the striking zone at about the 25-yard line. It's going to be Tatum Corden. Corden has scored on these earlier in the season. So Corden on the direct free. Ball's up. Shot just over the crossbar. So Corden hit it. Had a good strike, but a little too much. Just over the top. So Drohan comes in as right back. Comes in for Leone. And the cold rain comes down, and Holliston trying to fight back after having an early 1-0 lead and now down 1. Another foul. Here comes Sally. So Sally will take this free at about the 39-yard line. Ball forward. Cruz is there. She pops it up. And pops it up just enough. Westwood keeper's able to get under it. Call for the pop. It looked like the infield fly rule there. Ball up over midfield. There's Luisi. Luisi turns, and it's O'Connell. And here comes Westwood on the outside. Westwood up the middle. Ball shot, and it scores again! Another goal by Westwood. So the ball came down the middle, looked to push to the outside, and a nice clean shot. It looked like it was number 3. Looked like number 3. Lil Hancock may have got that one. And Holliston in real trouble now. Down 3-1. And 3 goals in the last 15 minutes. So Westwood come back strong in this second half. There's Corden. She gets the ball taken off her. That was a nice play by Jacobson to take that ball off Corden. Here comes McLeod. Couple substitutions. Holden's coming back in and Bergloff's coming back in. O'Connell's going to take a break. As is McDonald. Bergloff's there. Cruz. Sally. Sally's got Bergloff. Bergloff, nice ball through. Ball gets pushed to the outside, and it's going to be a Holliston throw. So as we approach the 60-minute mark, Holliston down 3-1 after some 3 unanswered Westwood goals. Joanne with the throw in. It bounces up. She steps up. Long ball down. Westwood on the outside. Wolfgang's there. She's able to control it and turn it upfield. Holden's there. She tries to gain position. Can't hold it. Still fighting on the outside. It's going to be a Holliston throw. Joanne, quick throw in. Has Corden. She pops it forward. And Corden on the outside. Corden with space. Corden on the outside. Sends the ball through. Hits the post. Oh, and it just hits the left post. Went off a Westwood defender who then hit it off the crossbar. Holliston couldn't buy it. Great play by Tatum Corden. A good run. Just couldn't get it. Hits the post. And then Westwood got lucky off that rebound as it went off the defender back towards the goal and hit the crossbar. So Holliston almost gets one back on a nice run by Tatum Corden. Looks like we're going to have a timeout. Yeah, timeout. They may need some hot chocolate for this timeout. So Holliston gets 3 unanswered goals from Westwood, and now Holliston trails 3-1 with just under 19 left to play. So Holliston, what do they need to do? They have all the right tools. They have speed up front, and again, we all have to deal with this awful weather and slippery surface. The ball, and unable to strike the ball cleanly. So a lot of things aren't working in their favor. However, Westwood looks like they've really come out in this second half and really started to turn the tables as far as putting the pressure on Holliston and really trying to keep them in their own end. And Westwood's done a nice job, and that last goal was a really good play. Just a nice play. Came down the middle. 2 people unmarked on the outside, and nothing but trouble. And it results in a goal. So here comes Holliston coming back out, trying to put something together, and almost had one back with Corden making a nice run on the outside. And then that's just it. It's a soccer like football. Well, soccer also is football. It's a game of inches. And a couple more inches one way or the other, Holliston could have had one back and almost been back in striking distance. So the teams take the field again, if you want to call it a field. It looks like on the sideline, looks like Lake Winnipesaukee. And a goal kick from Westwood. Holden sends the ball forward. Nice header. There's Corden's there. Ball comes up. Drohan's there. Almost able to get a piece of it. So Holliston really trying to put the pressure on. There's Drohan. She comes back again. She's able to get it. Comes out. Holden sends it to the outside. Corden across. That's O'Connell. Almost able to turn it. Bergloff's there. Cruz still putting the pressure on. Bergloff across. Bergloff long ball in. It bounces. Short hops in front of the keeper. She makes a nice play. So that looks like that's the kind of pressure that Holliston needs to put on with the backs coming up and doing anything they can to keep that ball down in the end. So Westwood trying to push up that right side again. Bergloff, ball forward, trying to get it through and can. Here she goes again. Bergloff gets the ball taken off, and that's trouble. Westwood on the right side. McLeod with pressure. She tries to sneak it down the right side, but Caroline Sally's there, and Caroline, she keeps it in. Bergloff with position. McLeod, Sally, all pressuring on the outside, doing a nice job of not allowing Westwood to get a look at the goal or get a look inside. Westwood shot. It's going to bounce to the right, but Williams is going to field it anyway. So Williams sends the ball forward, high in the air, in the dark, rainy night. It's a win on the outside for Westwood, and it's going to bounce off of McLeod. It's going to be a Westwood throw. Sally pushes it, and it's just going to be it's going to be a Westwood throw. So Westwood throwing from deep in Holliston territory. It's played by Bergloff. McLeod clears it up to midfield, trying to find O'Connell. O'Connell trying to make the turn. Can't do it. Luisi's there. She fights through. She gets a piece of it. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on Westwood. Luisi came in hard, but she got all ball, and the Westwood player wasn't able to get much of it. So Luisi earns the free kick, and it's going to be taken by the other Mia Wolfgang. Wolfgang fires it in. Bounces off the Westwood player. Cruz races. She pushes outside to Bergloff. Bergloff, long ball in. Tries to get it over the head of Holden, but can't. Luisi fires. There's Corden. Corden's got O'Connell almost there, and there's contact. No whistle. That's a nice ball in by Corden, and O'Connell was almost there, almost able to break through, but couldn't. Cruz fires. She's got Corden. Here comes Westwood up the outside. Drohan in a foot race. And it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a Holliston throw. So almost 65 played here. Holliston trailing by 2. Westwood throw, ball in. And it's going to bounce off Westwood player. It's going to be a Holliston throw. Drohan's going to make the throw. Drohan, high ball over. Trying to find Holden. McLeod fights, or O'Connell, is there. Here comes Holden crashing through. Holden blasts one, but nobody's there, and it's going to get easily played by the keeper. She's going to play with her feet, and then she's going to pick it up. She's not going to mess around with Anya Holden in front of her. What do we say she was? She was the Metro West Player of the Year? No. She was She was honored as one of the top 5 players of the week in the Metro West. Who knows? She could, maybe someday she may be the Metro West Player of the Year. She's only a freshman, so here comes Westwood on the outside. Caroline Sally stuffs it, but it's going to result in a Westwood corner kick. So Westwood from the southwest corner trying to add even more to their 2-goal lead. So Westwood not taking their foot off the gas. They found their best defense is trying to put on offense. So here comes the corner. Ball up. High ball over the top. It bounces. And it results in another Westwood score. Again, Westwood scores off the free kick. It bounced. And Westwood there able to finish. Again, I was looking through the glass, the plastic glass, so I couldn't see the number, but Westwood goes up again 4-1. So Westwood with 4 unanswered goals. And again, off the free kick, and that just looked like it was just somebody who was unmarked, who the ball bounced in front, and she was able to send it in easily. So Holliston looking like they're in some defensive trouble. Things are looking sloppy. Again, the field's looking sloppy, but Holliston looks like they're losing some of that precision, and Westwood's taking advantage of it. Westwood, again, as we said, this half particularly, as the score indicates, they have really put the pressure on Holliston. So Holden fights. There's Bergloff. And Bergloff sends it forward, trying to find Corden, but she's offsides. So with just under 68 played, Westwood takes a commanding 4-1 lead on this messy, messy night. Ball up the outside. Drohan's there pressuring and does a good job. Wins that. Holliston's going to keep the ball. And Holliston trying to do something in these last 12 minutes. Cruz, she gets stuffed. McLeod tries to find Bergloff, goes out of bounds. It'll be a Westwood ball. Ball up on the outside. Bounce the ball forward. There's a foot race. Sally's there. Sally's pushes it out of bounds. They'll do it again down in the Holliston end. There's space there. And more action in front of Holliston goal, but they were able to clear it this time. O'Connell's there. Oh, hard. She goes down really hard, and still no whistle. That was Luisi. She's getting up slowly, too. Play goes on. Cruz is there. Cruz clears it. So Luisi hits hard, but she looks like she's okay. Again, she's another one of those tough kids who can't get hurt. So action on the other side. Holliston gets called for foul, so it's going to be a free kick for Westwood right at the 20. So again, in some dangerous position, Westwood free kick. Ball up. High ball. Bounces off the head of Wolfgang. On the ground. Holden's there. She clears it up, but Westwood has it. Here comes Corden, takes it up, and here comes Corden on the outside. There's contact, and Corden's going to get called for that. So here comes another Westwood free kick as we approach the 70th minute. Holliston trailing by 3, score of 4-1. So Westwood free. High ball up. It bounces. It pops up again. Williams is down. Still out there in front of the goal. There's a shot. And the ball goes in again. Another score. A lot of action and confusion in front of the Holliston goal, and it results in Westwood with their relentless pressure in front of the goal and another goal, and Holliston goes down 5-1. Again, off these set pieces, the ball comes in, and then there's Holliston unable to get a good foot or a good head to control the ball, to clear it out, and the ball just lingering way too much inside in front of the goal, and there's too much trouble. Ball on the outside. Drohan's there. Another shot. Goes well wide of the post. So Holliston in real trouble now. As Westwood they can't seem to miss. Williams. Ball up the right side. And we got a whistle. Not sure what's going on, but looks like we're going to do this again. So Williams again, off the goal kick. Bounces. McLeod pops it up. Luisi's there. Luisi sends the ball forward, looking for Corden or O'Connell. They're not there. Drohan's on the outside. And Westwood clears it. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a Holliston throw. Drohan with the throw on the outside. Gets popped up by a Westwood player towards the Holliston goal. O'Connell tries to get a piece of it and can't. And here comes Westwood again. Off to the races. Ball on the outside. Ball comes through the middle. McLeod, she can't control, then she does. Nice play, nice recovery by Molly McLeod. She gets it up to O'Connell. O'Connell with a nice step, and O'Connell races up the outside. O'Connell's got Holden in the middle. She looks back in the middle, gets to the right foot. Westwood player is able to get a body on it and stop it. Here comes Cruz. Cruz with a long, high shot, but it's going to fall short of the goal and right to the keeper. So Holliston again trying to get something going here in the last just over 7 minutes to play. When things started looking dismal at the end of the first half, and just got more dismal for Holliston as Westwood has 5 unanswered goals, all 4 of them off of set pieces. Well, 3 of them off of set pieces and 1 off a penalty kick. Action on the right side. Drohan racing. And it's going to go clear out of bounds. It's going to be a Holliston goal kick. Ball on the outside. Holden steps in. Ball cleared up. There's Holden again. She keeps it in on the outside. Does a good job. And it's going to be a Holliston throw. Drohan's going to take the throw. She comes back, sends it in, looking for Bergloff. Cruz is there. Cruz sends it into space. Bergloff racing. She's got it. Bergloff with a move on the outside. And that ball just stays in because it sat right in that puddle. That could still be in. Ref called out. It's going to be a Holliston throw. McLeod's going to take the throw. McLeod, Bergloff. Bergloff tries to get a touch. McLeod gets a shot across. And Bergloff almost needed a life vest. As Bergloff laid face down in that puddle and stayed there for a while. And I guess, right, it's not like it's going to get any worse, she figured. That puddle may have been warmer than standing up, having the wind blow on you. So we got a free kick. Corden's going to take it. And ball up. Ball across. Popped out by the keeper. Westwood's able to clear it, and here they come. Drohan's there. She pokes it back in. And Westwood up the outside, but they run out of space. It's going to be a Holliston. Yep, it's going to be a Holliston throw. Joanne throws. That's Holden on the outside trying to gain position. And she does. It's going to be a Holliston throw in Westwood territory. So under 5 minutes to play. Joanne throws, has Luisi. She can't find it. Sally's there. Ball popped up, and another easy pop fly for the Westwood keeper. So in the 75th minute, Holliston trails by 4. Score of 5-1. Bergloff fights. Holden fights. And there's McLeod. McLeod pops it up, trying to find O'Connell. She tried to put it past, but can't. Bergloff tries to put it past, and she does. Ball stays in. Yep. And again, Westwood still keeping the pressure on, still attacking. There's a shot up the right side. It's a foot race. McLeod's there. McLeod's able to shield, keep it in. Nice play by Molly McLeod. Pops it forward. Could be dangerous. Here comes Westwood in the middle. Luisi's there. Ball still in. Bergloff on the outside. She comes away with it and able to get it off. And there's another foot race. O'Connell's racing. She can't get there. And ball gets cleared out of bounds by Westwood. And it's going to be a Holliston throw. As this game is starting to come to its finality. We're in the 77th minute. Holliston trailing 4. Trying to get something back. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang again. Wolfgang gets the ball taken off her, and here comes Westwood. Joanne steps in, stuffs it. Can't find it as it pops up in the air. Wolfgang's there, and we have a Westwood player gets hit. Looks like it's going to be a foul. It's going to be another Westwood free kick inside of their scoring zone. Let's have Holliston hope and find some marks and make sure that that ball doesn't get to the feet of some Westwood players in front of the net, as it has the last 3 times we tried this. Ball in, low, and it's going to go wide of the post. Got some substitutions coming back in. Fiona Foley's coming back in. Looks like Isabella Rahim comes back in. I think Danielle Cummings. So a couple of the seniors coming back in to play out the rest of the. Here comes. And we have another foul. Oh, we have another foul, and it looks like that foul might be inside. No, it's outside the box. It looked like Cruz with the foul, so it's going to be a very dangerous place right here, just outside the 18 with under 2 to play. So Westwood again with another free kick, and here it is. Ball's up. It's popped high, and Holliston good. They got lucky. Ball popped to the right of the goal, right of the post. And that's it, folks. That last 2 minutes wound down pretty quickly. So on a tough senior night, especially in the second half, as Westwood scores 5 in the second half, and Holliston is soundly defeated by Westwood by a score of 5-1 on this rainy, cold evening. So on behalf of the Holliston Cable Access TV and Bruce Guilfoy, we will see everybody next time on Holliston Girls Varsity Soccer. Thanks for joining us, and look forward to seeing everybody soon.